Growing up, Anthony Sadler had heard plenty of stories of heroism and, like many of us, wondered, what would I do if it came time to either run for cover or stand up and fight? That moment came for him and two friends last month aboard a French train when they ended up in the middle of what authorities say was a terror attack. His life hasn't been the same since, and in an NBC News exclusive, Sadler sat down with me to reflect on that moment of decision. Describe what these last few weeks have been like for you.
They've been pretty surreal. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the whole thing.
Their story by now is well known. Three childhood friends on a train in France leap into action to subdue a man with an assault rifle. Anthony Sadler was the only civilian among them.
My friend Alec tapped my friend Spencer on the shoulder and he was just like, go get him. Two of them got up and then so I was like, I guess we're going.
You remember the story of the people that tried to save the airliner during 9/11.
Right.
Have you ever thought about that and thought, would I be that guy?
We did. Actually, it's funny enough, me and Spencer and Alec have grown up talking about these kinds of things, what we would do in those situations. And we always said we would act it, but you never know until
you never know.
Yeah, you never know until it happens.
You're in that dangerous situation.
Yeah, and the days since, I've kind of like laid down and kind of thought just how easily things could have gone the other way. When we actually got up to rush him, he did fire at Spencer, but it just never went off.
One passenger, American Mark Mugallian, was shot.
Spencer just crawled over to him and put his fingers in his neck and just stopped him from bleeding.
Mugallian survived his wounds. Now, I want to know about the conversation when you call home and say, guess what? How did that go?
I knew I had to call my dad. I knew it was a terrorist attack. I knew that it was a big situation, but I just didn't know how to start the sentence to tell him. And then I knew I just had to tell him I was all right.
From there, the whirlwind began. The trio awarded medals by the president of France. I think nothing symbolized how rapidly your life changed than that shot of you getting your medals and you're wearing your sports casual clothes with the president of France.
It's kind of a rush to try and get clothes for the event, but the people at the ambassadors took care of us and they got us some clothes and we ended up on the stage a few days later.
What did your family teach you about, responsibility, about standing up for others?
My dad actually told me before I left, he's like, have each other's backs and don't you guys get into a situation that you're not together in. And we didn't know how much that was going to resonate until that happened. And I think that kind of sums up the whole event. I saw them get up and I just had to have their back.
Sadler's actions on that train have made him the pride of his hometown, Sacramento, where many have contributed to a fund to help him pay off his student loans. He is in his final year at Sacramento State University.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and then click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.